Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Extravagant Few Minutes. We are powered up by 12-Ounce Sports and, of course, the Captain Lou Sports Network on YouTube. Great to be back with Jeff and all the gang. We're going to finish what we started, and we can't wait to bring you all of our great content here on 12-Ounce Sports and the Captain Lou Sports Network. Here we go. NFL Championship Sunday is just about upon us. A little over 24 hours. The opening game is going to be Kansas City traveling to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Baltimore right now a 4-point favorite at home with the over-under 44.5 points. This is going to be one heck of a Sunday for NFL football to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. The heavyweight matchup, Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. That's what everybody's talking about in the AFC. Lamar looking to get to the Super Bowl to cement maybe his legacy, his NFL MVP type season he's having this year. And of course, Patrick Mahomes, that's all he does is get to the Super Bowl or the AFC Championship game. This is going to be one heck of a matchup. First of all, what difference is Mark Andrews going to make in this matchup tomorrow? He's going to be there. He's going to play. Is he going to be more of a decoy? Is he going to get involved into the offense? Just another weapon for Lamar Jackson at his disposal tomorrow against Kansas City. It's going to be great. How can Kansas City's defense contain the mobility of Lamar Jackson? That's a great question. He pretty much had his way, especially in the second half against Houston, but he's had his way for the most part in the regular season, demolishing teams like San Francisco and Detroit, the two other teams playing for the right to go to the Super Bowl tomorrow. The unsung hero for Baltimore tomorrow, keep an eye on Justice Hill. I think that he could play a big part in this matchup. We all know about Zay Flowers. They've got Odell Beckham Jr., Gus Edwards, and of course, Lamar Jackson. But keep an eye on Justice Hill. I think he could be a big key in this one. As far as Kansas City goes, we talked about it, Patrick Mahomes and his playoff success. It just never stops. He can really, again, add to his legacy. It's probably a Hall of Fame career already, but boy, this would be another big step for him getting back to consecutive Super Bowls. But he's got to do it on the road and more than likely in the rain. He's going to need some help from Isaiah Pacheco, of course, Rashee Rice and MVS, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They have got to be huge to help Kansas City. And of course, Patrick Mahomes. And like I mentioned, they're going to need their defense as well to step up if they're going to want to have a chance to win this game in Baltimore tomorrow. We asked, how's the weather going to be a factor tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon? It's going to rain. They're calling for a 90% chance of rain. Temperatures aren't going to be super cold compared to what it's been like for Kansas City, but it's still going to play a factor. I got to believe in this one. And Kansas City's unsung hero, keep an eye on Clyde Edwards-Helaire. You haven't heard much from him. He could play a little bit of a factor, but if you're looking for an unsung hero, maybe CEH, maybe he could play a little bit of a part in this one. But again, it's going to come down to the defense. I think that's going to be key for Kansas City, along with Patrick Mahomes. The Captain Lou prop bets tomorrow in this game. I would go with Odell Beckham Jr. over 20.5 yards. This seems pretty simple to me. He could get that in one catch. He still has the speed. He can find himself open. He could get this in the first quarter. 20.5 yards is the over-under. Take the over on Odell Beckham Jr. And on Kansas City's side of the ball, again, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 14.5 yards is his over-under. He could get that in one catch. Seems like a no-brainer to me, too. So those are my prop bets right there. MVS for Kansas City, over 14.5 receiving yards, and Odell Beckham Jr. I know he's got one big catch left in him, if not more. Take the over on that one at 20.5 yards. You'll make yourself some money. My prediction of the game tomorrow, I think Kansas City's not going to just have enough to contain Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. I think this is Baltimore's time to shine. I think they're going back to the Super Bowl, and it's going to be 28-20 with the over-under at 44.5. Yep, I think it's going to be over. I think a turnover or two could play a factor in this one. Give me the Ravens, 28, Kansas City 20. All right, that's going to do it for an extravagant few minutes, powered up by 12-Ounce Sports. And, of course, the Captain Lou Sports Network on YouTube. Follow me on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, at The Real Captain Lou. Follow us on Facebook on 12-Ounce Sports and the Captain Lou Extravaganza. Hey, this reminder, keep your heads up, keep your sticks down, keep your feet moving, and as always, keep your minds open. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of an Extravagant Few Minutes here on 12 Ounce Sports and the Captain Lou Sports Network on YouTube.